conceive in your mind what you want to do. Are you getting that? You conceive in your mind what you want to do. What is the meaning of the word to conceive? Eh? Just to put yourself, is it? You conceive what you want to do. You want to become a doctor. Have you put that being a doctor, that career of being a doctor in your mind? That is what you call the mental what? Component. Napoleon Hill says that what the mind of a man conceive and believe, it can achieve. Are you getting that? That what the mind of a man conceive and believe, it can achieve. So you have to conceive and then you believe. You want to conceive that you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, and you believe that you are going to make it. Are you getting that? That is only when you can do it, you can get. And then the physical component, this is now getting where you want to go or achieve. You must wait but not take what? Action. So the physical component is now the skill. And you must do what? You must take action. You want to become a doctor, as you say. What action have you taken so that you can become that good what? Doctor. And we are going to look at some of the doctors, some of the best doctors we have, some of the best entrepreneurs we have. At one point, they were failures. But that failure did not stop them from being the best what? Doctors. At one point, you might have been a failure. But that one, now in the dictionary, between failure and success, which one comes first? Eh? So that means for you to be successful, you must do what? Fail. And we are going to see, when you fail, what does it give you? We shall have a bit of how to overcome what? Failure. Now, you might go to the best school. Are you getting that? You must have read, you may have read the best books. You may even have the best teachers. But if you don't have what we call self-motivation, you are done. That is why sometimes I say, even if I watch, I agree, and umeanguka, na ujaamua kama umeanguka, tunafanya kazi yako. So number one, it is self-motivation. So for you to achieve what God wants you to achieve, number one, you must have self-motivation. Just motivate yourself. And this one now, you can, number one, you need to believe in yourself. You need to have confidence in yourself. You believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself, and there is something called enthusiasm. That curiosity. You want to know more. The confidence, expectation. That is what can make you to be successful in life. Now, my will shall shape the future. Whether I fail or succeed, shall be no man's business. Are you getting that? Whether you fail or you succeed, shall be no man's what? Business. I am the force. Say, I am the force. I can clear any obstacle before me. Or you have somebody who is going to clear an obstacle for you. It is you. If I'm going this way, sometimes I like politicians. When they want something, they will go for it. Are you getting that?
Yes.
If somebody is a barrier, sometimes wanafanya nini? Wanamuondoa. That is why some members of the watch, members of the IBC, because they are going to become barriers in their watch, in their careers of politics. So, if there is I am the force, I can clear any obstacles before me, or I can be lost in the mess. Your choice, your responsibility. It's either you win or you lose. You lose. And then you only own the key to your destiny. I own the key to my watch, my destiny. Whatever whatever you want to become, you have the key to that. If you want to become the best doctor, you have the key to your what? Destiny. Now, there is something, let me ask you, you go and buy a good car, the Lexus, which is the best car? Now, which is the best car? Now, if I just come with that car and I put it somewhere here, it's a soda.
No.
Yes. What is expected?
A driver.
I have to do what? To
Start.
ignite. So, that deep within us dwells a hidden power. Are you getting that? The power that will astonish us, the power that we have never dreamed of possessing, the power that will change us if it is ignited. And I remember one day I gave you a story and I said that there was this student who was very poor in mathematics. And the parents now were trying to see what they can do so that this child can have a good attitude towards what? Mathematics. And they were advised to take him to a private Catholic school. And what happened when he reached there? He was welcomed by the sign of a cross. And then the child said, now, these people mean serious what? Business. And I don't want to be the next person there. So at the end of the term, this student goes home with an A in mathematics. And then the parents were like, who did it? Is it the teachers that did the exam? And they said no. Is it the other you copied? No. Is it the efforts of the group work? And they said no. What was the reason behind? And they said, when I went there, I saw a clause of a plus and a student. And I meant that these people mean serious what? Business. I never wanted to become the next victim. So I had to work out and ensure that I get the best in what? Mathematics. How many times have we changed the environment? You were in Form 1. You are now in Form 1. Did that environment shape you? Now you are going to Form 3. Is it going to shape you also? So, we need that spirit, we need that power that is hidden before us. And that power, if we make use of it, if we ignite it, it is going to make a great what? A difference. So number one, to be successful, you need what? Self-motivation. Number two is the attitude. The attitude towards the subjects, the attitude towards the teachers. And I say, come on unanichukia. Niambie unanichukia so that when I come to class, I know tunafanya nini?
Unanichukia.
Why should you chukia mimi na nikikuja uwezi niambia? So at the end of the day, who is going to lose? Is it me or you? It is you. So let's have an attitude. And if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you are what? Beaten. What makes you think that you are beaten? Is the what? Attitude. Now, if you like to win, but think you can't, then automatically you can't win. If you think that you are beaten, you will be beaten. Remember when we have a match, when we go to do something, and we say that we will be beaten, what comes? We are beaten. But if we say that we are going to defeat, and then we must do what? Defeat. What makes the difference is the attitude that we have. So don't always go that life battles, don't always go to the stronger or the faster man, but soon or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. We can only make it if we think that we can make it. You can only pass mathematics if you think that you can make it in what? Mathematics. If you start saying you don't make it in mathematics because mathematics is not easy, then it is never going to be what? Easy. So let us always have a positive attitude. We are the best. And let's proceed to hold you down today. Do not let people's opinion to pin you down. Are you getting that? Last time you may have performed poorly, but don't let the garbage of last time affect you today. Tumeelewana? Let's now start the day today, and we hope for the what? For the best. Let us change our mindset and start thinking like what? Winners. Once we start thinking like winners, then we are going to make. And then something about success, that success is not something that randomly happens to you. Success is not something that randomly happens to you. It is not an accident. It is not what? An accident. But it begins with the right mental attitude. I've said success is not something that randomly happens. Not probability. It is not an accident that you can pass. But it starts from the mental what? Attitude, the right mental attitude. And it is achieved through persistent action. I say sometimes that success is what you repeatedly do. If you have been scoring an A, there is no way you can score a D at the end. So success is what you repeatedly do. And remember, it is the small efforts that makes you to be what? Successful. Now those who started by building big mountains, they started by having what? Small stones. And then so those small stones, those small efforts you put in, day out, are the ones that are going to contribute to your what? Success. So that is what I can say about attitude. So let's have a positive what? Attitude. Let's have the right mental what? Attitude. And we can achieve it through persistent action. Number 3, setting goals. That for you to be successful, you must have what? Goals. Now, if your goals are unrealistic, if your goals are what? Realistic, they will frustrate you. If your goals are what? Realistic, they are going to frustrate you. And if they are too easy, they will not. If they are too easy, they will not let you grow to your full potential. If your goals are unrealistic, they are going to frustrate you. If they are too easy, then they are not going to let you grow to your full what? Potential. And we have said that your goal should be what? SMART. SMART means S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and then what? Timely. That means that you have to be specific on what you want. Today you don't want to become a doctor, tomorrow you want to become a pilot, the other day you want to become an engineer. Be specific of what you want. Then also measurable. How are you going to achieve them? Are they measured? What are you going to use them to? What are you going to use to measure these what? Goals. Realistic. You've been scoring a D in mathematics and you want to score an A. Is it realistic?
No.
If you have been scoring a D, come to what? A C. Then go to a B. Then B go to what? A. That is what is what? Realistic. Then of course you should have time. Know how to manage them. At this point, I want to be at this place. At this, I want to be at this. So by the end of next month, I want to be at a C+. I want to be at a B minor. So let us have goals that are not going to frustrate us, and these are unrealistic goals. And they say that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will think that the entire life is what? It's a food. Are you getting that? So sometimes the goals that we have, they may make us to see that we are fools. Because of what? Those goals are unrealistic. Then there is this gentleman by the name Jimmy Irwin, and one day when he was told to go and sleep, he was just looking at the sky, and the mother came and said, "It is past time. Go and do what? And sleep." And Jim said, "One day, one time, I'll be there at the sky." After 32 years, where was this guy? He landed there. Why? It's because he dreamed. He saw that picture. How many times have we seen our pictures being doctors? And then we are now aiming every time. Sometimes when you want to have that career, let that career motivate you. You want to become a doctor, have a picture of a doctor at the top of your rocker, so that every day you go to sleep, you remember yourself being what? A doctor. Whenever you have your timetable, there is that picture of a doctor there. So this picture is the one that is going to motivate you. Like Jimmy, every time he could go and sleep, before he could look at the sky and say, "The sky, I am coming there." How many times have you ever told that career of being a pilot, "I am coming there"? How many times? Francis, when was the last time you said to your career, "I am coming there"? Eh? So we have that picture, the mental what? Component. What the mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve it. Then the other one is self-esteem. Self what? Esteem. That until you truly accept yourself, until you accept your what? Yourself, your strength and your weaknesses, until you accept yourself and the strength and weaknesses, what you want to do and why you want to do it, you cannot experience any significant success in life until you truly accept yourself, until you accept your strength and weaknesses, what you want to do in life, and why. You cannot experience any significant success in life. You want to become a doctor. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And remember, we said wisdom is going to assist you to know what are the requirements of that career that you want. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? So you need to realize that mathematics is becoming a challenge, and I want to go for that career. What shall I do? If I'm good in mathematics, what else am I supposed to improve? So that is now self-esteem that is going to assist you. And I say that the other thing I want to talk is about overcoming what? Failure. Overcoming
Failure.
And I said in the dictionary the word failure comes before what?
Success.
That for you to fail,
You need to.
you know, when you get a no, it means there is a next what? Opportunity. If you fail, it is not the end. That means first attempt in what? In life. To fail. First attempt in life. No means next what? Opportunity. So we fail before we succeed. We fail before we do what? We succeed. Not we succeed before we fail. You don't succeed before you do what? You fail, but you fail before you succeed. That success is the ability to go from one failure to another. Success is the ability to go from one failure to what? To another, with no loss of enthusiasm. And I want to give examples of some gentlemen. One of them is Bill Gates. Bill Gates first failed in business miserably. But as we speak, is one of the successful entrepreneurs that we have in what?
The world.
In the world.
That's not very
The other one is Albert Einstein. He could not speak until he was 4 years. He could not speak until he was what? 4 years. But guess what? He has developed a theory of relativity, which some of us find it even difficult to understand it. But this is a guy who could not speak. Remember, if you are not able to speak at the age of 4 years, people will always see you as what?
done.
As a failure. But this man has come up with a theory that people find it difficult to what? To understand. Then we have the other one is Richard Branson. He was all the exam that he did, he failed. But when we talk of him, he's one of the richest people in what? In the United Kingdom. There is Stephen Jobs. He had an irrecoverable failure. Irrecoverable what? Failure. Something that you could not recover. That is how people are saying. But he's the master behind the Apple what? Brand. The apples. See the Apple brand? Yes. So that means that once you fail in life, it is not the what?
End.
It is not the end. Now, you have never tried. If you have never tried, then you have never failed. And they say that if you have never tried, you are not a man. A man is defined by how many times he has done what?
Fail.
He has tried. Failing is not the real issue. It's all about how you deal with it. When you fail, it is not the final. What matters is how you deal with what? Failure. And I say that never see failure as failure, but as a learning experience. Are you getting that? Never see failure as failure, but as an experience to learn. Never see failure as failure, but as an opportunity to practice your techniques and perfect it. Never see failure as failure, but as an opportunity to practice your what? Your techniques. As an opportunity to perfect the what? The situation. As an opportunity to perfect your what? Performance. So anytime we fail, we should celebrate our failure and see it as an opportunity to make it more, to perfect it more than we have done it. And we can only do it by accepting ourselves that I have failed. What shall I do so that I can achieve that career that I want in what? In life. So let's see failure as failure. Let us not see failure as failure, but as step to our what? Our success. Let's not see failure as failure, but as a step to our what? Our success. As you are told, if today you have put 5 baskets, you don't just put all the 5 at once. Unaeka ya kwanza inafanya nini? Inakata. The second. So the next time now, a time will come now when you'll be putting the 5 and all the 5 will be what? Scores. Then also, let's not see failure as failure, but as the only negative feedback. Let's not see failure as failure, but as the only negative feedback. You need to change the course in your direction. That if I was heading this way and it is not working, I have to use the other way. There are some of the methods that we have been using in doing our revision. If they are not working, why don't we try other what?
Methods.
So that we can perfect our what? Our academics. So let us see failure as a way of trying, as the only